Have you ever had a dream about a place you've never been to, only to find yourself standing in that exact location months later? What if I told you that the place God is moving you to right now has already shown itself to you in ways you dismissed as coincidence? Most believers are so focused on packing their bags and closing old chapters that they completely miss the divine fingerprint already stamped on their destination. But here's what the enemy doesn't want you to know. There is one specific detail about where you're going that heaven has been showing you repeatedly, and if you recognize it before you arrive, everything changes. The confirmation you've been praying for isn't coming after the move. It's already here. Welcome back to God's Prophecy Message channel, where we deliver divine messages that speak directly to your spirit and guide you through the seasons God is orchestrating in your life. If you're new here, I want you to do something right now that will shift the atmosphere around you. Hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, because the messages that come through this channel are not random. They are timed, they are targeted, and they are meant to reach you exactly when your spirit needs them most. And for those of you who have been blessed by the content on this channel, who feel led to support this ministry so we can continue spreading these prophetic and encouraging messages, we invite you to give through Super Thanks or donate via our Buy Me Coffee link in the description. Your partnership helps us reach more hearts that are hungry for God's truth. Now, before we go any further, I need you to do something that's going to activate your faith right now. If you believe that God is moving you to a new place, a new season, a new level, and you're ready to recognize the detail He's been showing you, type in the comments right now, I receive. Don't just watch passively. Engage your spirit. Type I receive. And watch how God begins to open your eyes to what you've been missing. Let's talk about this move God has you on. You've felt it in your spirit for months now, maybe even years. There's been this inner knowing that where you are is not where you're supposed to stay. You've prayed about it, you've asked God for clarity, you've begged Him for confirmation, and yet you still feel like you're walking in partial light. You see glimpses, you get hints, but you don't have the full picture yet. And because of that, you've been hesitant. You've been second-guessing. You've been wondering if you're hearing God correctly or if you're just making things up in your own mind because you're tired of your current location. But what if I told you that God has already shown you a very specific detail about where you're going, and the reason you haven't recognized it yet is because you've been looking for the wrong kind of sign. You've been waiting for a loud voice, a burning bush, a neon sign from heaven that says, "This is it." But God doesn't always work that way. Sometimes He speaks in whispers, sometimes He hides confirmation in the details, and sometimes He shows you the destination before He gives you the direction. Proverbs 25:2 says, "It is the glory of God to conceal a matter. To search out a matter is the glory of kings." God conceals things not to keep them from you, but to invite you into a deeper level of partnership with Him. He wants you to search. He wants you to pay attention. He wants you to develop spiritual discernment that goes beyond surface-level observation. And right now, there is one detail about the place you're moving to that God has been highlighting. And once you see it, you'll realize it's been there all along. This detail isn't necessarily about geography. It's not always about a city name or a street address, although sometimes it can be. This detail is about recognition. It's about alignment. It's about the moment when your spirit says, "I know this place," even though your natural mind has never been there before. It's the feeling of familiarity in the unfamiliar. It's the peace that surpasses understanding when everything around you says it doesn't make sense. It's the witness in your spirit that says, "Yes, this is it," even when the logistics haven't lined up yet. Some of you have had dreams about this place. You've seen it in your sleep, and when you woke up, you brushed it off as just a random dream. But it wasn't random. God was giving you a preview. He was downloading the atmosphere of your next season into your subconscious, so that when you physically arrive there, your spirit would already be acclimated. You won't feel like a stranger. You'll feel like you're coming home. Others of you have seen this detail in passing. Maybe you saw it in a movie, or you heard someone describe a place that made your heart leap, or you came across a picture online that stopped you in your tracks. You felt something, but you didn't know what it was, so you kept scrolling. But your spirit remembers. Your spirit catalogued that moment because it was a divine marker, a breadcrumb on the trail God is leading you down. And then there are those of you who have heard about this place through other people. Someone mentioned a city, a church, a community, a neighborhood. And when they said the name, something inside you shifted. You didn't understand why you felt drawn to it. You had no logical reason to be interested. But the interest wouldn't go away. You found yourself researching it, looking it up, imagining yourself there. That wasn't curiosity. That was the Holy Spirit preparing you for what's coming. Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." God already knows where you're going. He's already been there. He's already prepared the place for you. And He's been dropping hints, leaving clues, planting seeds of recognition in your spirit, so that when the time comes for you to move, you won't be moving in fear or uncertainty. You'll be moving in confidence because your spirit already knows the way. But here's where a lot of believers miss it. They're so busy asking God for a sign that they ignore the signs He's already given. They're so focused on wanting a dramatic revelation that they overlook the quiet confirmations He's been placing in front of them. They want God to speak in thunder, but He's been speaking in whispers. And because they're listening for the wrong frequency, they're missing the message. This is why spiritual sensitivity is so important. This is why you can't afford to live your life distracted, constantly consumed by noise, entertainment, and busyness. You have to create space to hear God. You have to pay attention to what He's highlighting. You have to notice the patterns, the repetitions, the things that keep showing up in your life, even when you're not looking for them, because those are not coincidences. Those are confirmations. Psalm 32:8 says, "I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you." God's eye is on you right now, and He's watching to see if you're paying attention. He's watching to see if you're spiritually alert enough to catch what He's showing you. And the detail He's highlighting about your next location is not just for information. It's for preparation. It's so that when you get there, you'll know you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Let's talk about what this one detail might look like for you. For some of you, it's going to be something visual. You're going to see a specific landmark, a building, a landscape feature that you've already seen in a vision or a dream. When you drive into that place for the first time, you're going to see it, and your spirit is going to leap. You're going to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is the place God has been preparing for you. For others, it's going to be relational. There's going to be a person in that place whose name you've already heard, whose face you've already seen in the spirit, whose energy you've already felt even though you've never met them. When you encounter them, it's going to feel like a reunion, not a first meeting. And that person is going to be a key connector to the purpose God has for you in that place. For some of you, the detail is going to be tied to a specific opportunity. You're going to see a job posting, a ministry opening, a business opportunity, a creative project that you've already envisioned in your mind. You've already thought about it, prayed about it, journaled about it. And now it's going to show up in the physical realm as confirmation that you're on the right path. And for others, the detail is going to be something sensory. It's going to be a smell, a sound, a feeling that triggers something deep in your spirit. Maybe it's the way the air feels in that place, or the sound of the environment, or the pace of life there. Something about it is going to resonate with you on a level that words can't explain. You'll just know. You'll feel it in your bones. But here's the key. You have to be watching closely. You have to be paying attention. Because if you're distracted, if you're spiritually asleep, if you're moving through life on autopilot, you're going to miss it. And the tragedy is not that you'll never get to the place God has for you. The tragedy is that you'll get there and not recognize it. You'll be standing in your destiny location and still feel lost because you didn't prepare your spirit to receive what God was showing you. Isaiah 43:19 declares, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not